Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you doing? We're gonna cut today. Yay, yay, yay.
Scissors.
Scissors. You're gonna need glue stick. My poor dog. Are you okay, Bayla?
Are you okay?
Baby. Oh my gosh. I just put some, good morning, Kelly, or Ulmer. Hi, Mrs. Ulmer. Hi, guys. Good morning. Hopefully we get our project done today. So let's go ahead and start with the pledge. Lindsay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now we're going to switch things over. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to need today. Today you're going to need, for our little project, you're going to need, I'll get it, yeah. Hi, good morning, everyone. Hi. You're going to need a new piece of paper. All right. You're going to need the second paper. Hopefully you guys pressed everything the way that you were supposed to this weekend, and hopefully your objects are flat. That's what I'm hoping for. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Nani. Happy Nani Day. That's so funny. Okay, so you need a new piece of paper, and then you need this piece of paper. The one, remember, that we made the body with. Oh, goodness. And then you're going to need a pair of scissors. I've got two sizes with me. And you're going to need a black marker real quick. Lindsay, can you fix that light? That's driving me nuts. Sorry. All right. So, hi, Ethan. Hi, Leonard family. All right. So, tomorrow, hopefully if we get this done today, we're going to just do a quick 1 to 2 day project for flowers. So we can draw some spring flowers, and you guys could turn that into a Mother's Day card if you wanted to. I know if there's moms listening, shh, don't listen.
Close your ears.
Close your ears. All right. So, good morning, everyone. All right. So, remember we had this circle the last time, and we didn't do anything with that circle? Well, today, I'm going to zoom in so you know where we are, and we're going to take a black marker. If you have a Sharpie, that's great. If you don't, and you just have a black Crayola, that's fine. I want you guys to go through and just put a white, almost, I don't know, what organic shape right there, right like that. Then I want you to put a white dot below it like that. Then I want you guys to color in everything else black. I'm gonna try to fix that light again. It's driving me crazy up this light. I need it, you know what, Lindsay, after we're done, we need to get lights for this. This light in my kitchen has like LED lights, and I think the lights are not adjustable for, like, I don't know. Who knows? It's no big deal. All right, now you're going to color that in, and don't worry about it if you don't color it in perfect. Just try to keep some white there. If you lose your white, no big deal.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. Aw, and Keely is in that household too. The Leonards, awesome. So, color that in nice and neat. Perfect. Try to get that all colored in. And today we're going to practice cutting. Now listen, if you're not the best cutter in the world, don't worry about it. You know what? We're going to have to cut some shapes down. We're going to have to make shapes fit. Once you cut, you might have to recut. So don't worry about it. Just as long as you are getting the main gist of it, you'll be just fine. Like I said, I hope most of you have glue sticks today. So there's my paper all, done. I have my actual paper right here, and we're going to cut together. So this big piece right now, we're going to cut. So everybody get your scissors out. And everybody, I want you to cut the pencil away. So when you're cutting this, I want you to cut in a slow motion, taking your hand and moving your paper. If some of you might have to do what's called a bubble cut. And you guys, so look, I want to keep everything else on my paper. So a bubble cut is when you go around it like this first. That's a bubble cut. And then once you've freed your paper, you don't want to cut on the bottom of that perfectly straight line, because that's going to already be nice and straight for you. So this is not a bubble cut. I cut perfectly on the line, and this is a bubble cut until I get it free. And then I just take my scissors and slowly cut as nice as I can. Just taking my scissors, so when I'm doing it, I'm gonna show you sideways. I'm not taking my scissor and I'm not going way up and way in. No, that's not how you cut correctly. When you cut, you do little small strokes. Wow, that looks great. I love the way that looks. And that's gonna be in our paper like this in the middle. So that's this piece right here. So now that I've got this cut, I don't want my masterpiece ruined. So I'm gonna turn my paper over. Hopefully you have glue stick. And then I'm gonna give you guys, now I would get a copy piece of paper. Hold on, Lindsay. Get a junky piece of paper that you don't care about and put your piece on that first. And when you glue this down, I get the purple one so I can see where I go. And I really start with my edges first. And I go around. And then I just go ahead and fill it all in. Now, we're gonna use friction today. Friction is when you make things stick together by using heat. So, like I said, this paper is 70 degrees, you know, or whatever it is in your house right now. And I'm gonna really go through and get some nice glue on there. I want this to stick, just like that. Then I'm gonna move that off, and then I'm gonna find the middle, and then I'm gonna place it down just a little bit above, like this, and then I'm gonna turn my paper over, and I'm really gonna rub on my piece of paper. What I'm trying to do is create heat or friction so that these two pieces will adhere. So I'm trying to get it warm on both sides. So I'm really making it hot. So friction will expand and open up the paper, and once it cools back down, it'll tighten on itself, and voila, we have a nice adhered piece. Just like this. And don't worry if you get a little glue stick on your paper. Let's see. Just like that. That looks perfect. Ta-da! Yay! Lindsay, let's see hers. So Lindsay's has hers on. Ta-da!
Yay!
Yay, it's on. And look, we've given a little bit
still
of...
cutting, so...
That's fine.
We're waiting.
We're just showing you. Yeah, if you're still cutting, that's fine.
Good morning, Lucy.
Yeah, so then when you're done, if it doesn't all stick down, that's okay. On my final on this one too, there's a lot of areas that don't stick down, and if they don't, you can always just go back through, and once it's dry, reapply some glue on there, and hopefully it'll dry again because it already has adhesive on there. So your big thing here is that you want to have a little bit of space right there. And then also you probably want to get a trash can out because you want to be able to throw away your scraps as you go, because as we do this, each piece is going to be for a section. So I'm going to get my trash out. I need to empty it. Imagine that. Who empties trash more than anybody else in the world? Miss Meyer! I feel like it's trash day every day here. Oh my gosh, we go through a lot of trash. We do. All right, we all still cutting?
Hi, Leo.
All right. Hi, Mrs. Ochieng. How are you guys doing? All right, so we all ready to move on? We got that cut and glued down. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, so we have our paper like this. I'm gonna move this one off so you can see this one. We're gonna get rid of these two first, okay? So we're gonna cut these two out. So as I cut, I'm gonna do what's called a bubble cut. Don't lose this part. Put that up and away. So I'm gonna bubble cut that, and I'm gonna throw away my papers as I go. It's really important that I do that. Now, take your time cutting these. Don't worry about it. Like, look, what I'm doing is just slowly cutting, and you know what? I could cut that whole piece off and throw that away. Then I could go ahead and just cut this whole piece off right here and have that ready to go. Like that. Don't worry about, I lost my body. How'd you lose your body, Ethan?
Well,
Did you cut it too small?
Or we can always use the extras.
Right. Ethan, if you lost your body, listen, it's okay. If you lost your body, if you cut it too small, you could always like put the pieces back together. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Or if you cut it too small, Ethan, you could do what Lindsay said and use this extra right here for your body. Remember we had this extra, Ethan? So Ethan, what you could do is you could turn your paper over again, and you could take your pencil, watch this, Ethan, and you could draw, you know, your body out again, and take your time. And Ethan, take your time and cut it. And look, I'm gonna make a new body. Watch. But mine's gonna go the opposite way. That's all right. But ta-da, I have another body, just like that, by using the extra. So Ethan, if you lost your body, no big deal. You can fix it, okay? No big deal, okay? So Ethan, go ahead and do that. Oh, you can't find it. Oh, you can't find your paper that you painted on. Huh. Well, Ethan, then do what I just showed you to do on that one. Right? Do you have the other paper, Ethan? If you have your other watercolor paper, do just like I showed you right now, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so Ethan, Leonard, if you have your extra piece of paper that has your extras, you can make a body like that, okay? So go ahead and do that, no big deal. And then I can show you how to make your arms for them. So everybody, we're cutting these out next. And again, as I'm cutting, I am not worrying about keeping mine perfect. There we go. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off like that. Ta-da. Okay, so awesome. Good. Now that is my first one. I'm gonna throw away my trash. So look, that's gonna go right here. Okay, so we're gonna glue that down. Everybody just take, and you know, for this one, I should have, which I should show you guys how to do this all the time. I should have my gluing paper because I don't want to put that on my masterpiece, because this is a masterpiece. And I'm gonna glue that down just like that. So Ethan, do you have your piece of paper, your other one? Because I can show you what you need to do. Okay, and you guys are gonna glue that down. And I'm gonna, again, apply that pressure needed to glue that. But I'm not gonna push too hard because it's already on paper that's already been manipulated with paint. Okay, so Ethan, if I were you, I would take this and do the opposite of me, so turn it the opposite way. So draw your line on the back, and then you can glue it down. Even this way, being glued down will be fine. So just any way you can get the letter N hump, Ethan, you'll be fine. Okay, got it. Good, now take your next one, and again, cut your next piece out. Now look, this could be too big. You kind of want it to look like it is a rainbow right there. So like this is one part of a rainbow and this is the other part of the rainbow. So what I'm gonna do is wait for you guys to cut that, and then you can glue it down in just a moment. So again, we want that to look like another part of the rainbow. All right. Oh, this light is driving me nuts. Crazy.
I don't even notice it.
You know?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I can. Okay. Just gonna have to be the way it is. All right. So, all right. I cut everything out, so I only lost the body.
Oh, okay, well.
Okay, that's okay then. That's perfect. Yeah, you can do what we showed you. So, Ethan, don't worry about it. And that's okay if you guys already cut things out, but it's kind of hard to piece it together. That's why I'm kind of going in sections to show you what to do. So, all right, glue this next one down. Whoops, Miss Meyer can't get it off. It's a little sticky. All right, place that down. Now, you've done 3 overlaps on your paper. That is so gorgeous. That is so cool. I just love that. I love that you've done 3 overlaps right here, and we're gonna even do a 4th. Isn't that funny? So, now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take this piece out right here, this big head piece right here, okay? So that should be at your top of your paper. So what I want you to do is I want you guys to do a bubble cut. I'm gonna smooth it out, and again, a bubble cut. Well, I'm gonna cut along that side, but you just wanna get it out so that you have everything else remaining, like that. All right, so now I have this big piece. And again, I'm gonna cut this out, trying to get rid of my pencil, taking my time. If I have to, I can go back down to create that like catch point there. So when I'm cutting, I can go like this, and then I can come in again and cross over, and nobody will ever see those crossovers. So again, cutting, taking my time, making sure that I get the pencil out. I had to pull that piece out, and just enjoying the process of cutting. It's so nice to cut sometimes. And remember, when you cut, you're not like hacksawing. Bless you, Lindsay. Bless you, Lindsay. You're not hacksawing at it. So I want to get this little piece off, so I'm just going to sit here and just take my time, manipulate my paper for myself. And again, I had put the rubber cement on the front part of this, so it's not so pretty, but we're going to cover it up later. So now I'm going to throw away my mess as I go. So this is all going in the trash, because I don't want to have to search for these later on going, is there a piece of art on there that I don't have? You know, what's going on? So for the head, we kind of want it to start at the top part and overlap a little bit and be glued down so that it's almost, look guys, you want to have some room at the top. If you're going really high up like this and you're having it sit next to it, no, you want to overlap this. So you want this to come down and overlap. So everybody look at that real quick. So on my paper, you want it kind of even with the front part of this. You want it to overlap the top portion here. And overlap is when you put something on top of something, and then you want this to come out, but you want to have space so that you can do some fun stuff at the end. So I'm going to twist mine up just a little bit like that. No, I'm going to go right back there. I like that. So once you found where you want it to go, great. Get your glue, take your glue stick. Again, I like to add more glue on my glue stick. I just do. I'm glue crazy. I like a lot of glue. Yep, I do. Always have. All right, and then see, look, all that nasty stuff stays on my sloppy paper that I can throw away. And I might get a new sloppy paper after I've glued this down. And again, I might, since this is a larger piece adhering to my first piece, turn that over and do a nice rub. And again, getting that friction, that science, heating up both pieces of paper and the glue, opening up the pores on the paper, and then when it cools down, it will suck itself back on there, and voila, you have a pretty, pretty piece, and it's all on there. So let's see what happens. That looks great. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this sloppy paper and throw it away because it has too much glue on it. Again, and get just another paper that I had. I drew castles with kindergartners the other day, so I'm going to use that. All right. This is coming along nicely. Now, next thing we're going to do is we are going to cut this circle out. So look, you're going to have extras. So when you go here, keep that paper right above. Keep that with you. And then I'm going to cut this circle right here. Whoops. And I'm going to keep my other piece above because I'm going to need all that. So when you cut the circle, the best way to cut a circle is just take your time. And I kind of like move my paper instead of my scissors. So my scissors stay straight. And I move my paper so that my paper turns into the circle. Now look, I just took a big chunk out. That's all right. That's okay. I still have my circle. Perfect. And I just want to keep it big enough. I like it, like it, like it. Good. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Voila. And so see, look, as I cut, I just cut as one long cut for my circle, and I kept my scissors straight. That's really important to make a nice circle. Okay, so how you guys doing? Good. Hi, Laura. Hi, the Devon family. All right. Okay. Okay, so we're doing good. All right, guys. So once that's cut out, you don't want it really high up because it's going to go below the eye. So I'd say a good 2 fingers like that, or 3 fingers, or make sure that you are right. Like, how about this? In between the headpiece and where the arm starts, or the wing, not the arm. Take your paper, put some glue on it. Oh yeah, get a little glue crazy. Get a little glue crazy. We are making these gorgeous pieces. We're turning them into a gorgeous masterpiece right now. And this is overlapping again, which is gonna create some nice pop. Ooh, I love my red and green, how they fight for attention. That makes my heart so happy. Any other color that you're seeing that's, you know, starting to stand out? Let me show you Lindsay's real quick, how hers is looking. Hers is looking so different than mine. I mean, they look like brothers, but totally different than mine, which I love. Love, love. I hope yours is looking a little bit different than mine. Okay, once that's down, you could turn it over if you want to, and again, do a little rub. If you don't feel like it's sticking on there really good, get that friction going. Good old science. All right, next, we're gonna take this black that we just made, and again, we're going to do a bubble cut first, where we cut it out, and then I'm gonna put everything back up there that I need. Again, watch. When I cut, for you it would be the opposite because you're right-handed. So if you're right-handed, you would go the opposite way.
Want me to do it?
Yeah, Lindsay, you want to show them real quick? So Lindsay's going to do it because she's right-handed. Go ahead. Oh, Lindsay, go ahead and sit there and show them how to cut it.
Okay.
Straight line.
So the best way to do it, like she was saying, is you move your paper instead of your scissors. So I'm going to keep my scissors in the same spot, and you do really small motions. And while you're doing that, you kind of rotate your paper with your left hand. And that's just one line along the line of the eye. And this will help create a very good looking circle instead of doing choppy lines and then it gets kind of weird. So,
And look, your scissors have stayed straight pretty much the whole time.
yeah, I've hardly moved my scissors.
Yeah. You're moving your paper instead of your scissors.
And then you have your eye.
Yay! Good job, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. So, now, once your eye is cut out, which I got to cut mine still. Lindsay, good job. And lots of times it's good to see somebody with a right hand doing it instead of me with a left hand, because a lot of people like to watch me do something. And so if you're left-handed, I'm just going to start and cut that out again. So if I'm left-handed, again, like what Lindsay said, just slowly, slowly, slowly going through. And if you have to make a new cut, make a new cut. Perfect. Now, your eye, oh, I gotta cut that. I saw a little white when I put it down, and I didn't like that. So, I'm gonna go back through, but be careful that when you like go back through to clean things up, that you're not gonna make it too small. That can happen with cutting too. You just start cutting and cutting and cutting and you don't stop. Kind of like people that try to do their hair at home without hairdressers. You just keep, yeah, Lindsay, they just keep on cutting and cutting and cutting. All right, so guys, for this, we're gonna put this in front and a little bit lower, but it's gonna overlap in the middle like that. Do you see that? Let's see. So I'm gonna take mine, put a little glue on it, voila, and place it down. Again, front, middle, like so. And remember, if it goes to the upper right, it's more friendly, the light sourcing, so we're gonna make the light sourcing more friendly. We want this to be friendly. All right, so that little piece is gonna go away pretty soon, but we still have some more cutting to do. All right, so let's go back over here. We got our eye on. Now, let's get this thing that looks like it's a big comb or a brush. All right? Or no, actually, let's go ahead and let's get the comb out. Okay, we're gonna go big first. Now, don't lose that. That's important to keep, so keep that up there. So keep all your extras. Again, I just did a bubble cut. I'm keeping all my extras. And again, I'm just cutting out the shape And on my one that I did before, I lost one of mine, and that's all right. So look, I even lost one when I cut mine the last time because when I cut it, I didn't like it. So look, I went ahead and cut it away and only had 2 there. So see, look, mistakes happen all the time, don't they, Lindsay?
It's very normal. And you can always recover from them.
Absolutely. Nobody knows what you're doing unless you tell them. You can't say, see, if I didn't tell you that was a mistake, how many people would have known that was a mistake?
None.
None of you. None of you would have known. None of you would have said anything. None of you would have noticed nothing. So again, cutting this out, taking your time. Good job. This is probably one of your trickier cuts that you'll have. Ooh, all right. I like that. But look, it's going too high. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments, okay? Because I don't want it to go over this. Lindsay's is much smaller than mine. So I'm going to take, like they say, a little off the top, a little off the bottom. So I'm going to take a little off my top and see what happens. Because I don't want it touching that. I really don't. And I want it staying on the paper. So now I'm going to have to cut off a little off the bottom. I'm going to cut a good 1/2 inch. Oh, much better. Much better. So look, just by making those adjustments, I made this wing, I guess, fit. And there goes that light, just driving me nuts. So I'm going to use this and glue. And this could take you longer to cut, and I'll wait for you guys. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Again, hopefully you're throwing your stuff away. And I got a little bit of glue on there. That's all right. It should dry clear. Place that down on the bottom. Ooh, cute. I like how that yellow green really is a contrast to that purple and red. It's kind of crazy that the green and the red line up and the yellow and the purple line up to make that really fun, really pop. Yeah. Where before it was more analogous. And so really, I love how that yellow popped. I changed it. And so Lindsay's, hers is more subtle, more analogous right there, but very pretty. And again, hers is much smaller than mine, but still just as beautiful, just as gorgeous. Absolutely. So we were going to say, remember, keep that triangle. So, and the circle, so we could cut out our triangle and our circle at the same time. Now this triangle is going to go right here. So as I'm cutting out my triangle, remember, throw away any scraps as you can or put them in a space where you're not going to need them, because really it's going to get kind of crazy because we're going to get a lot smaller shapes now. So now my triangle is going to go underneath my eye. I think that that's almost too big, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit more. It's just not what I want for me. And you know what? If you like it the size it is, keep it the size it is. For me, I wanted it a little bit lower. I'm going to actually just make it a little bit smaller too. So like, look, you're going to start making some really small detailed shapes. Oh, look, I love that. That looks a lot better and less. I just didn't want it too much there. I don't know. Just being picky. It's what I like, and it's what you aesthetically like too. Aesthetics is what's pleasing to your eye, what you find pretty. You know, you might want a big triangle there. Well, because that's what you like, and that's fine. You might want a little triangle there. You might, you know, not like the triangle there. But again, that's your aesthetics. So what you find beautiful and pretty.
Oh, gosh.
So next, I had you guys cut out some small circles, or we have one small circle left. So we're going to cut this small circle out, and again, doing the same cut as before. Oh, keeping it straight. If you're right-handed, you're going to do it Lindsay's way. Okay, slowly, slowly, and it does not have to be perfect. Again, you're cutting really small, and if it does not work out for you and you have to use another piece, that's fine, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But this small circle is going to go on your wing.
Wow, thank you.
Aw, I hope yours are looking nice. I hope you guys are enjoying yours. So I'm going to make this little circle. It's kind of little. and I'm gonna glue it right there. All right, so I want repetition, and then so I'm gonna put that there, obviously, there we go. And when that gets done, we're gonna let that dry for a minute. All right, perfect. Now I'm gonna get another, so now we're gonna go here, okay. So we're gonna cut out this big comma right now. So I'm gonna take that comma and get it out and put the rest up, all right? So now I'm gonna cut out my big comma, the one that looks like a comma. There we go. And then again, I'm gonna have to make adjustments on my piece of paper to what I like and what I don't like, because this is gonna be my beak. And my beak, oh, that's cute. I like that a lot. So look, your beak is gonna touch the edge of your paper. It's gonna be a little bit like equal to the eye or the pupil, and then the actual beak is gonna go down and touch the side like this. So look, you're gonna overlap like so. So it looks like this beak is coming down like that. See that? Just like that, and how it's going to overlap. And let me just show you again with the gluing and placing the glue on. So I'm gonna take this, put it at an angle, make sure my beak is touching the edge of the paper and the other edge, perfect, and lay it down. Now I've got a little something on there. I don't know what that is. Do we have an eraser lens? Yeah, I see one. All right. So I'm gonna try to take my eraser and use my ultra clean side to get off what is on there. I don't know what that was, but it's gone now. Oh, look, cute, cute, cute. There goes my beak. How cute is that? Very, very cute. All right, once you get your beak on there, we're gonna put the little, oh, their beaks have like a little nose on top of it, don't they, Lindsay? Or what do they have on top of it?
I don't know.
You don't know. Little nose. So when we go to put our next piece, remember I said I was gonna make mine orange because that's what I wanted for mine. So if we go back to that same piece that we just cut out.
Mine looks like a little baby bird. Aww.
Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna take my orange. Okay. And I'm gonna cut my orange out. So I'm gonna bubble cut it first. There it is. Now look, on this, I'm gonna really cut into it because it's a lot smaller than I think. Because this is gonna lay right there on top.
Which one was that?
So yeah, okay. So let me show you Lindsay's. So Lindsay's right here. It's either she can use purple or the orange, and she's just gonna have to cut it down a little bit, okay? So, yep, that looks good, Lindsay. So let me show you Lindsay's. Here's Lindsay's. What's this, Lindsay, right here, extra that you had?
Oh, I didn't like my beak from before, so
go.
I redid it.
There's her beak.
Extra.
Awesome. Okay. And then, so I'm gonna take mine. I can see a little pencil on mine right there. I don't like it in a little white, so I'm gonna cut that out. So what I'm gonna do is just take this and cut a smaller area. There we go. And then I'm gonna lay this on top, and it kind of looks like its nose or its breather. I don't know what it looks like. Again, take my glue. And now, since I'm using such small pieces, I'm just gonna hold it in my hand, lay it down. Ta-da! There's the topper. And really, you kind of gotta hold that down. If you have to, turn it over and rub, rub, rub. All right. I think my yellow just fell off. We'll see. All right, rub, rub, rub. Ta-da. Yep, and my yellow just fell off, so I'm gonna put my yellow back on. Sometimes it happens. That's all right, to the best of us. There we go. And I'm gonna rub that. Since it fell off, I'm gonna really make sure it's on there good. There we go. Get that friction going. These are looking so awesome. I hope yours are turning out good too. So we have these 2 left. This is an extra for right now. Okay, but we need this red one because we're gonna put it right here on our project. All right, so what I need you guys to do is I need for you to, let's see, all right. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna cut out the circle and we are gonna cut out this. I forgot that, sorry. So go ahead and cut out another circle. Again, cutting it, taking your time, going slow. Remember, cutting is an art form too in itself, and it can be tricky, but give yourself time, give yourself grace. That's perfect. And then I am gonna cut out this red. All right, perfect. Ta-da! Okay, now, so I've got these both cut out, and I'm gonna place one right in there. Ooh, that's pretty, that little overlap. And you know what? I don't know if I like that red circle below it. So I have extra circles that I can put up there, so I'm gonna use my lighter circle instead. And if you see something that you're like aesthetically, oh, I'm not too pleased with that, get rid of it. Get another one. Go use your other piece of paper. So I didn't like that. So I like the dark red totally on that yellow green, but I want a lighter one on the bottom. That's pretty. Again, so you're gonna put that one in the middle. And then, let's see. Ta-da, there we go. Awesome, pretty, pretty. And some of you might have to make these smaller, just depending on what you were doing. That's all right. All right, this is looking so good. Yay, 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 yay. Oh, and I didn't get that glued down. All right. Again, that glue can be tricky, especially when you're putting it on a piece that has some watercolor. You can see I'm having some trouble getting it to stick. There we go. And again, I'm just gonna sit right now, turn it over, and do a little rub over that area I just did to create some friction to help it stay on. There we go. Much better. All right. You doing okay? Yeah. All right. Now we need to get our next piece of paper. So we're going to keep these for just a minute and we're going to get our next piece of paper. Okay. So I cut into my next piece of paper and that's okay to show Ethan. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this heart and cut it out. So first of all, what are we gonna do first, Lindsay?
Take the heart and cut it. Oh, bubble cut.
Very good, a bubble cut. So we're gonna bubble cut that heart out. Again, mine is missing some of the pieces on it because I was showing Ethan what to do with his body. Hopefully, Ethan, you got your body. All right, so when we cut this heart out, take your time, enjoy it. Again, if you want to, once you've cut it, you might want to make it a little bit smaller, or, you know, just see how you like it. Again, throw away your trash. So now this is going to go on top of this area right here. Okay, so let me see. I don't know if I want mine to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to take mine and cut mine out a little bit smaller. There we go. Let's see. That's better. Now I want this part a little bit smaller too. I'm going to actually thin this out. So I'm going to take this and thin it out and make it a little bit smaller and do it one more time and thin it out. And actually that I think is going to be much better. Again, you're going to have to do it for yourself and not me. You're going to have to do it for what you like. And I'm going to move mine down.
Matches too much.
So, yeah, okay, it's okay if it matches too much, Lindsay. Remember, we wanted them to match.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, if yours matches too much, that's okay. They're supposed to match because you're going to have lots of colors. Trust me. And we're going to put another piece right here. Okay? Trust me on that. Everybody glue that down. Now look what I'm doing wrong. I'm gluing down where I shouldn't be, but that's okay. Glue that down. Now, I'm going to move mine out a little bit because I have this white glue I've got to get rid of, or that white spot that I put on there earlier. And it should go in front like that. There you go. Now, remember the paper that we had before? Okay, so remember the one piece that was smaller right here? Okay, so the paper we had before, so Lindsay has, she didn't want to put her circle down below, she did a different circle, so she has this light color right here. I've got that dark color. Whatever color you've got, go ahead and cut that one out. There we go. You're smaller, and this is from your old paper, so you only should have 2 left from your old paper. All right. And then I'm going to cut that down, and then that is going to go right on top of that. That's so cool. Okay. Right, so right next to your heart, to be like the 3rd thing in your heart. So everybody place yours on there. Good job. And then that's going to go on right here. Ta-da! Pretty. Love it. Now, I still have this big piece from my first piece of paper. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and cut this out and put it on right now. Okay? So, if you still, from your first piece of paper, if you still have that one, let's get rid of that first piece of paper so we don't have to deal with that first piece of paper anymore. We can say that one's done. Bye. The only thing you should have left is a dot. If you didn't, yeah, you should have a dot left. So on here, you have to make a decision, you know, where's this gonna fit? Well, I like mine right here. And I think it looks really cool right there. And I wanna leave a little space. So I'm gonna start mine right here and I'm gonna glue that down. All right, so, and I love that dark against that light. Yep, you got yours, Lindsay? So I'm gonna put mine right here, lay it down, and rub, rub, rub.
That's too big.
Yep, and if yours is too big, you're gonna have to cut it down. And that's okay. That's okay. Oh, look at that. How cool. See, even on this one compared to my other one, it's so different because I'm not a machine. So even the 2 that I've created right now to, you know, from the first time I did this to this time, you can see the differences. Very cool. So really nothing is, you know, what you have to do on here. You know, you don't have to do anything you want. Now, if any of you guys have that circle left over and you want to put it on there, I'm going to put mine right here. And then that should be all of the stuff that you have for today. So tomorrow we will finish these. I'm just going to put my circle right here. I wanted to get these done today, but I knew we would run out of time. I just knew it. So guys, you should have this piece of paper left over. Please don't cut these out before tomorrow. It's really easier if we go together and we try to do each one as a team. And I know once you've cut them, it might be harder to find what you're going to do. So let's do this again tomorrow. I'll see you here at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And we will just start finishing this out. And then on Thursday, hopefully we'll have time to learn how to draw some flowers. Until then, keep art in your heart. You guys have a great day. Love you all. Bye.